special presentation video here by me, Osage Orange. Today, in this video, we are going to be doing a presentation video in Minecraft of the Mark VII Industrial Smelter. That is what we have on the agenda right now with this vid. I would like to say thank you to everyone who is here. Is going to be coming out. Thank you so much. Make sure that if you haven't been able to watch my stuff on Twitch, to go ahead and hit that follow button on twitch.tv/OsageOrange, to go ahead and follow me on YouTube over at youtube.com/OsageOrangeGaming. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to leave a like, hit that bell icon. Please make sure to be able to, catch up on all the stuff. So I do appreciate anybody who is able to do that. And of course, be able to keep up with all the news over on Twitter at twitter.com/OsageOrange01. So what we are going to be, of course, doing today is showing off, as I said, the Mark VII Industrial Smelter, because what good is it to, go build the device and not be able to show it off? So that is why we are having this special presentation video. So, excuse me. Let me go ahead and get this little bit ready here for you guys. So, there is that. Here is this. There is that. Huzzah. Alright, let me go ahead here, flick on the main screen. So, here we are. Here it is. The Mark VII Smelter. We are here at the base of the mine shaft, right in front of the entrance. The stuff. Here's our drop chute. Here's our ascension stuff. But yeah, here we go. Here it is, the Mark VII Smelter. This is the 5th smelter that I have built by myself in survival, and the 7th design that I have made. So while we go ahead and I'll show you quickly around the smelting level here, the main level, I'll go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a history of this smelter. It is the first to incorporate a multi-action system where we have more than just one side. This is what I call subtype B. Basically, subtype A would be, for example, just the one side, whereas subtype B has not only that side, but this side. And this is one of the design elements that I was wanting to incorporate and try out, because I knew that it would work. It's just that I wanted to see how well would it meet my expectations, and the times that I have done it for each of the blocks on both sides, it has worked. So yeah, we've got a nice main wide gallery right here, the main gallery, and there also have been several elements that I've, this being one of them, that I've either wanted to incorporate or bring back. So, let's go ahead here. Let me go ahead. I'm going to turn something on while I'm thinking about it. Or several things on, actually. So we'll come here to this control center. Let's see here. We want sand and food. Let's see. Also, armor and tool distribution. This way we can start to get some of our stuff ready while I'm busy explaining stuff, so we don't have to worry about wasting time. So anyway, to do a proper tour here, around there. Let's go ahead here. We're gonna head to the entry from the mine shaft. So basically, these guys right here, you know, these two tracks right here, they come up from the mine shaft. This is, of course, public access. We'll be able to come up if I'm ever coming up with other stuff. So basically, we just go ahead and head on up here to the top of the mine shaft. And as you can see, I've got actually two of my mine carts ready and waiting right here. They're going to help us refill. They're going to help me refill the cobble once we've gotten done with our smelting. After we've done this, so here is the input system. This is the official top of the smelter. So basically, either through, i.e., shulker boxes, which is why you see these guys right here. This is sort of a test. See, that way I don't got so many hoppers. It does kind of limit our speed, but with 10 on each side. Of the smelter here should help out. This is one of the design elements that I wished to incorporate, is a not just the historical dual input, but a quadruple input. This is one of those things that I wanted to test in conjunction with the cobblestone system, which is of course a dual system, and I'll explain that here shortly. So basically, it's just like any other item sorter. Put stuff in, goes along, oopsie poopsies, basically comes over here to the system here, and basically gets sorted out into the appropriate system. So we've got a cobble, and this is of course same on both sides. So we've got cobble, coal lumps, coal blocks, gold, iron, netherrack, sand, clay, and general. And this is, of course, going to be mostly food, you know, stuff to, you know, eat and all that. So, each one goes through, you know, comes along, you know, stuff's coming along, cobblestone goes in, or coal, iron, whatever, goes through, chums along, and, you know, if it's, say, for example, coal blocks, it goes, oh, this is me, time to go down. So it goes through. Then it comes through from the sorting works here to the distribution works. So basically everything goes through. And so for example, here is, as you can see, these massive hopper lines go through to the cobblestone system right here. They go through, yada yada yada. And then of course we got coal lumps. Each one goes to its own thing. So as you can see, they're currently all momentarily disabled to do a little bit of save a little bit of frame rate on the redstone. But each one of these guys then goes to an appropriate distribution receiving station to the actual thing. So what basically happens, minecart comes along, stops here, deposits its stuff, and goes along to these guys, at least on this side. How's this guy now working? There he is, there. I guess because I saw that guy come through first, that it threw me off. So each one goes into its own little thingy, gets sorted out for each side. Take you guys over to the other side. We'll go through up here, so we don't got to worry about running into anything. Also allow me to show you guys the system here. So yeah, here's the iron and gold stations, and then up here is the stuff for armor. Oops, armor and tools, and I'll explain that, but here in a second. But basically, same sort of thing on this side. Armor gets to come through. Armor and tools, they come through, do their thing, and so basically, similar sort of thing for those two guys over here, over there, for this guy right here. So basically, whenever a subsystem gets activated, basically minecart goes around, goes through back up, gets replenished. Basically, it's all a giant loop. Similar sort of thing over here with the cobble system. So what happens here? Here's the so basically what happens, if you saw the drop sheets for the cobble. So basically what happens with the cobble system here is that there are 4 stations. There's 1 at the bottom, then 2, 3, 4. And every one of these guys gets parked. Every one of the minecarts gets parked. And then when the system comes on, they get flung around, and of course in a giant loop. And they come back. Basically, they go an additional recharge from these guys. Then, of course, from the main silos, the main storage silos. So this is the initial real big test that I wanted to do with this particular design, is the cobblestone system. Is that this is what inspired the system. So basically what happens is that with the dual side, I decided to rearrange the system here to be able to have the dual feed. And this, of course, required, instead of having the traditional track right over the hoppers, which is, in this case, where the chests are, a feed to either side. So that way, each side does its own thing. And as you can see, there's one side, and then back on the other. So this increases the efficiency. So this way, I'm actually doing the traditional side and the increased efficiency side. And I have found that the traditional side is a little less efficient than this. So that is why I'm gonna have to make sure I improve this system here in due time. So basically, of course, they just run down. Of course, like all the other systems, they just run down back and forth through their stuff, do their depositing, and do their other things. So while we're here, here is, of course, the coal feed station. So basically, each station here. So basically, you kind of saw oopsies. Oopsie poopsies. There's a boo-boo right there. Let's see if we can't fix that. Wonder why that did that. That shouldn't be doing that. We found. Let's go and fix this. Hopefully this. There we go. There we go. Let's go get this guy back. Oopsie. Double oopsie poopsies. So basically, each station comes through and does its own thing. Receives whatever whether it be coal lumps or coal blocks. I fill up each guy however much I need. So in this case, let's go ahead and let's fill in. Let's see here. So with 32 furnaces, what we're going to need per block, we're going to, on each of these guys, they're going to need 32 blocks. Let's go ahead here. We're going to fill these guys up. Each with their own station. Here. There we go. Huzzah! So, from them, you know, at the flip of a lever, they will be deployed to the appropriate stations. And for example, this guy right here, he'll come right over here to this station, make his deposit like a minecart will traditionally do. And from there, it'll go down to the next level. So let's go ahead here. I'll show you an example of the system here. So what happens is, of course, on the upper level, the distribution system, come here into the upper works of each one. And this is where all the distribution comes together. So basically, stuff gets deposited in here. As you can see, there's a bunch of sand. Fuel gets deposited, of course, into this minecart. And that'll go round and round when I flip the lever at the control center. Let's go ahead here, make sure that all the minecarts are in appropriate position. So allow me to show you the two guys. You don't want to be in the way of a minecart. Try to avoid being in the way of a minecart. Let's see, there's a guy like that. He's not quite in full position, but that's alright. Now there's this guy, that's alright. Fix it. There's a certain visceral joy for me in hearing the minecarts go working to do their stuff. And of course, all that stuff, when it gets done, will come down here to the main works. I'll explain that minecarts here are in place so that we have everything working the way I want it to be working. There'll probably be, I'll probably go ahead and make a few minor changes here and there as I, you know, discover stuff. But, so finally, all that stuff finally comes here to the main works here, the main inside here. So once everything comes together, get everything turned on, all these furnaces here, and a few flicks of levers will turn on. So basically, I can control the cobblestone, all the cobblestone on one side, whether it be the guys here on the main gallery, here in the main gallery, called the inboard, or the guys here in the out gallery, called the outboard. So basically, I can control either the inboard or outboard individually. So if I just want, for example, just the inboard to fire, I can have all the inboard furnaces fire. If I want only the outboard to fire, I can do that. Likewise, I could do both, as we're doing today, at the same time. That is part of our control system in this case. Then, of course, here on the non-cobblestone side, we control each of these blocks individually. So that means that, for example, the way I count my blocks is from the mine shaft. So, for example, this guy right here that I'm pointing my cursor at, this is block 1. This here, right where we are, block 2. Then the area we were just in, down there, that is block 3. So, that is how I count my, excuse me again, that is how I count my furnace blocks, is basically from the mine shaft. So 1, 2, 3. Alright? So here on the non-cobblestone side, I can fire the food furnaces and leave sand and metal off. Or, you know, I could do sand, leave food, and metals off. Or do metals and leave these two. So that is another major function of my smelters, is controllability. Controllability. That is one of our major things. So, speaking of controllability, we'll just go ahead here. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and flick let's see, block 1, block 2. Make sure that all these guys are done too. Let's see, local fuel, and just making sure. Making sure. Stuff was kind of flick that switch kind of once a delay. Let's make sure that all the block 1 stuff is doing what it should be doing. Good. And here was my card to say sometimes doing the OCD check is always a good thing. Stuff. Yeah, this is weird. Why is that minecart there? Oh, jeez. This is like I said. This is one of the things I may have to do is make an adjustment, make further adjustments. There are times where you think you got everything right, and ta-da, you don't. Have it go do its thing. You see, sometimes the system just goes, yeah. That's one thing I'm gonna have to fix, of course. So that is not the end of the world. So, silly little man, do your stuff, dude. Having you just sit there and be a dumb minecart sort of thing. All right, so we got all our fuel distributed. So I'm gonna make sure that all need to go make some changes to that cart here. So like I said, sometimes, you know, you think you got everything just the way you want. Let's see, I'll respawn the point set. So let's go ahead here. Now that the fuel is done, let's go ahead here. Show you guys the extraction. So basically, there is a bunch of hoppers, some of which you can see here. Basically, they all extract the smelted goods out of the furnaces of the 2 main types. You know, the the metal one and then the regular ones, and they bring them to these 2 centralized receiving stations, and basically they input the goods that have been smelted. So they're both empty right now. They should be both empty. Recall that I checked them. Silly twee. So basically, each comes down. Oh, I had the guy on standby for additional comparators or repeaters, whichever ones. And they finally come up here where I can unload them here into the sun system that will lead upstairs. And so that basically is the entirety of the smelter. Except for one last little thing. Let's go ahead here and let me show you something here. I'm going to head on over here to the Skelly farm, which just happens to be right next door to the smelter here. So, of course, Skellies, they can, of course, drop metal armor. And so, in conjunction with my zombie mob farm, which is in a different location, so I would generally, try to, like, run this guy a little. If I needed, do stuff, if I needed, like, XP or whatever, I would try to run this guy a little bit, have him do his thing, get some of the armor, and then of course I'd also run the zombie mob farm, get stuff from there, and basically I'd try to, try to do one fill at one time. So basically, these guys, they just run along right here, comes up, I'd fill those minecarts, fill them up, bring them over here, deposit stuff right there. This should be an improved station at some point. That'll be one thing to do. And basically, it of course brings the metals to right here. Allows that to happen. Yada, yada, yada. The system's doing its thing, so I think it's finally time to go ahead here and let us turn on the Smelter. So, let's see here. Oh. Before I forget, I apologize for that. So anything that's left over gets here to the return trucks. And basically these guys, they take whatever surplus material, they return it to the head of the smelter for deposit back into storage. And there's these guys here at the end of block 3. And these guys here in between blocks 1 and 2. And basically, like I said, they basically have their own system where they come up here to the item sorter here at the receiving works, which are, this station right here, these two right there, and then this guy right here. These are the return stations, and basically it's just putting stuff back into the smelter. That is basically what they do for any overflow. So finally, we can finally do our return into the smelter. I mean, empower the smelter to do its thing. So let's go ahead here. Let's make sure we flip the levers on the right sequential manner. So let's see here. Alright, so that lever, what that will do, let's go double check. I'll get to show you some of the back works here, where all the redstoning happens. Alright, so back here, as you can see, got a large control panel system here. All that fun sorts of stuff. So, basically what this sort of thing does is, as you can see, it'll stop the signal. Let's see here if we can get a better view. Another side. Flip that guy down. Oh, there we go. So basically what happens is it stops the signal for activating the local fuel dispensing, so that I can simultaneously launch all the fuel minecarts at the same time. So that is one thing I like to do. That is one of the things I aim to bring back from the Mark V. Here to the Mark VII that overskipped the Mark VI. Hello there, Post. How are you doing? You are just in time to see the simultaneous launch here on the Smelter. Here on the Mark VII Smelter. So, let's see, turn that on. Let's see, block 1, local fuel. And block, that's Smelter stop. Basically, I can stop Smelter from inputting stuff when I want to. So, basically, these guys, all these circuits are now primed to be launched. So, let's see. Should be number 2. So, basically, you can follow this guy right here. Basically, as you can see, the stopper signal is coming in right here, stopping the signal from going through. And here's the active line. So basically, it's going to be a thing. So as soon as I flip the lever right here, and that's one thing I decided when I was making the control panel for this one. Is basically, I've normally had it level, the control panel just level or just slightly raised. What the? Okay, well, obviously that side didn't get busted the way it should have. Let's go ahead and flick that down. Now everybody else. I thought, I heard the smell, I heard the piston going. I was like, wait a minute, why are pistons? Why's the piston going? Here it is, I thought I had that done. So let's see here. I'm looking for block 3 local fuel. Let's go ahead and turn these guys off. They're all working now. At least in theory they should be working. Let's go ahead here and let's go see. Let's do a little bit of on-camera problem solving. So it's block 3 local fuel. Let's whip out my pickaxe. So I'm gonna turn this guy back on. Block 3. Of the smelter and see what our problem is. I'm wondering. Let's see here. I'm gonna quickly turn this guy. Let's open this guy up. That so I can walk up. That is kind of a safety thing. Turn that off. Let's see here. That's the problem. That is the problem. It looks like I somehow, I don't know. Yeah, somehow I done goofed. All I need to do is just go get myself a piece of redstone and get that fixed. Well, that should be fairly simple to do. Let's quickly run upstairs. So this is one of the, again, those minor difficulties. Let's quickly head to bed here. That way we're not got rain going on. So yeah, then once we get everything transferred over, those mine carts will essentially come up here, go up to the head of the cobblestone system, and I mean the head of the system, go here and do their deposit stuff. One of these moments where Tree done goofed. He put one thing down. You know, obviously, I thought one thing would do well, and obviously, you know, forgot to put down. Instead of putting down a bit of redstone dust, I put down a repeater. So, I don't mind showing you guys a little bit of fixing. As I said, there'll probably be slight modifications to the smelter. Let's go shut off the head of cobblestone systems. So, shut off the head of the track. We'll leave the inboard and outboard outbounds running. Oh, wrong thing, country. There we go. Now it's fixed. Tree fixed his boo-boo. Let's go ahead here. There is that. Wait, did I? There we go. Double dum-dummed. There we go. There we go. See, this is what I love, having the trapdoors in the system here, is because basically it allows me to cover these guys up. Oh, oops, forgot to turn that guy, the simultaneous start off too. Yeah. There we go. This is why I love having the these guys here, is because if I ever need to do a little bit of maintenance because I realize, you know, the system's not working the way it should, or I realize, oh, I could do this different, I can just simply, you know, pop these guys open, come down, do whatever maintenance I need to do, or adjustments, whatever. Oops. And simply cover these guys back up without having the redstone issues. And of course, there's a lot, as you can see, to the system here. So you guys have, you know, of course, I've been doing a lot of explaining. Let's go get, like I said, I'm going to have to go fix this track up here. But I'll do that off camera. I'm not going to bother you guys too much with that. It's one of these things where I've got to be careful with the stuff, so let's see here. Hopefully all these guys will finish up their stuff. I think that minecart's probably empty. Let's go see. Just wait down here for it to come back down. I think that's sand here is finally empty. Now let's double check food. I know we got to leave the metal running for a while. That food's empty, so we're going to go ahead here. I'm going to turn off food and sand. Yeah, that's just one of the joys of running this smelter, is, you know, making sure everything gets done. And this is, again, one of the benefits of my design here. So food and sand are off. Armor tool distribution remains on. Let's go topside. Let's go check our, yeah. These guys are definitely overdone, but, overfilled, that is, but that's all right. Let's go here to our system for, ooh. All right, so we literally managed to stop these guys just as they were starting their next run. Looks like they're mostly empty too. Yeah, well, that happens. That happens. Let's pick up our stuff here. Just gotta love when your system does stuff the way, exactly the way you want it. This is one thing I love. It's sort of much like the KISS principle, you know, keep it simple, stupid. That's why I try to keep things overall fairly simple with my smelters, because, or as simple as I possibly can, because simpler is better. So let's go ahead here. This is one thing I've got to improve for the next smelter version, is trying to get the head of system here done, and perhaps figure, you know, trying to figure out a way to do an improved system here to where, you know, maybe I can do like some sort of U-turn. So basically, sort of the idea that I've got going in my noggin right now, for at least these guys, is basically increase the distance between the this guy right here, the silos, the cobble silos, and the head of the system right here, and basically have a switch to where I can basically turn these guys around. You know, if I find, you know, like what we had just a moment ago, basically be able to turn these guys around when they're stuck here in the head of the system, and then have manual levers to come up here to be able to get these guys to the appropriate station. But then again, this is the first time I've had this system, and this is why each of my smelters tends to serve as a test bed for new ideas. And, you know, I'm not like Mumbo Jumbo. What he does is he'll come up, he has a design in his head for a smelter or other device. He'll run through a test, he'll build his design in his test world, you know, his design world, then go put it through a test world, and then go have a third time the charm, build the actual thing. For me, I love being able to test out my smelters, figure out the problems, and, you know, build the design in my test world as a prototype, then figure out the problems, go along and figure out the problems, and go from there. So what we'll do now, let's go ahead here. Boosh. While we're waiting for some of the stuff here to happen, we'll divide that up. We'll put each on its own side. And then, what we're going to do, go ahead and take out some of our cobble here. Go ahead here and put these guys to work. Refilling the smelter here, and of course later on I'm going to have to make sure to go fill back up the system here from the cobble side at least. This is one of the things that's always easy to do with my smelters, is to go forth and find something to do related to the smelter. This is why my smelters are often infrequently used on a complete basis. You know, every single block is being used. So that is why it is more common, at least for me, to have a partial smelting. That is to say, to go through and have one or two blocks do their thing, and then oh, that's something I need to go connect the head of the cobble. That's another thing I need to do. Have a more direct connection between the head of the input system and the head of the cobble system here. That is something we need to do. So, we'll do put 3 guys down here right away. Go ahead and chuck stuff there. Need to have a better connection here between this part of the system and the head of system. That way I can just, you know, sort of come right in wherever it'll be and have stuff happen. We'll just go ahead and put the 5 oddball blocks of cobble into the head of smelter system. Another thing that has to happen, of course, as with my smelters, here on, at least here on the cobblestone side, is have what I call a balanced system. That is to say, both sides, or in this case, all 4 silos, have to be balanced. I'll explain that here in a minute. Actually, I just came up with a better idea. Duh. There we go. Got those guys there. Got those guys there. Ow. So basically what this means is that these guys have, everything has got to be full on those guys on the upper minecarts, and basically down here to, I believe we're here, yeah, we're here on number 6. So basically everything's got to be full on all silos, both in the outboard and inboard, and then each is called north and south, because that's the side they're on. So, you know, that way's north, that way south. So you see, got silo number 1, outboard silo number 1, north, and then outboard silo number 2, south. So each of these guys has got to be balanced. So basically, you know, just got to figure out, you know, go to the effort to make sure that each of these guys is essentially balanced. And that is part of the job of the working the smelter. So let's go ahead here. Let's go get these other 3 guys. We'll go ahead and deploy them. Take their goods. And we'll go downstairs and see how we're doing downstairs. Oops. Dum-dum. Don't do that, Twee. Don't be a dum-dum. Less dum-dummaging, the better. So yeah, I'll go ahead and make sure to clean stuff up here. On the smelter, you know, get everything balanced, make sure everything's hunky and dory. Off camera. We'll end the episode here pretty shortly, as soon as we get these guys taken care of. There we go. Last one right here. We'll snag our shulker boxes. This is why I love using shulker boxes to do this sort of thing. Allows for high capacity storage of goods and allows me to move them where I need to and at the right time. So let's go downstairs. Let's go just take a quick peek downstairs in the extraction works to see how the stuff's doing. Not all the guys here are done, it looks like, but that's okay. Just so, yeah, it's the cobblestone side and the metals that are probably going to be a huge pain in my arms. But that's okay. Yeah, we still got some metal stuff to do, so I will do that off camera. But let's go downstairs to take a look-see quickly here at the extraction works. See how we're doing. Oh, look at all that iron! Oh, all that glorious, glorious iron! Oh, huzzah! I love seeing lots of iron like that. That is gonna, of course, be a big, big help to our construction project up topside for the item storage system. Let's quickly gander over here to the take a gander over here at the other side. Got some glass, more glass, food. Oh, look at all that stuff still coming in. So should have more food though. I'll have to double check that. I'm probably boo-booed again. Sounds very much like me. So Sounds very much like me. I don't know why the food didn't do its thing, but it should have. It's one of these things of, you know, stuff happens. Yeah, I don't know why. One of these moments where it seems the system just going, yeah. Absolutely crazy. What the? Oh! This is why the thing didn't do its thing, guys. Somehow, I miswired stuff. This is why we didn't have our food go. Jeez, frickin' Louise. I'm gonna have to go check the circuits on that. Twee has really done goofed. I have really done goofed on that. I hate when I do that. You guys got to see a big boo-boo in this episode. A big boo-boo. Well, that's a boo-boo I'm going to have to fix. Like I said, there will probably be a few modifications, and checking the wires, checking the wiring is, one of those things. Obviously, I did something wrong, so I thought I had everything done. Yeah, I said boo-boo, not, Bravo, Oscar, Bravo. Yes, I boo-booed. I done goofed. Department of Duh. Anyway, I do appreciate everybody who has come out. Oh, don't feel bad. If anyone should feel bad post, it should be me, because I'm the one who done goofed. I'm the one who miswired something, and I gotta fix it. So that is typical for me. I have to go fix the boo-boo that I made because I thought I did stuff right, and guess what? The smelter's thumbing its smelter nose at me, going, "You done goofed, Twee. You done goofed. You done goofed, and you see the price." So yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. That's gonna be one of those things where, like I said, it's got to be fixed. Well, I knew that things would have to be fixed, but that's not the end of the world. I'm used to having to modify my smelters even when they're completed. So yeah, I do appreciate everybody who has come out. If you're watching here on Twitch, we're about to go ahead and go on a raid. But yeah, you guys have gotten to see the Mark VII Industrial Smelter at its best and worst, with all the done goofage that we've had in between. So yeah, let's go ahead here. We're gonna go ahead and have a raid. Let me see who is live. Who is live? So, hope to see you guys later today over on YouTube with another episode of Titan Quest: The Loot Grind. We're going to be having, of course, starting this week, Monday and Thursday, going to be another couple episodes of Let's Play Titan Quest Series 2. Let me see here. Ooh, I think I see somebody I haven't said hi to in a while, so let's see. Let's make sure they're on live. Alright, I have found for us our raid target. Somebody we haven't had the chance to say hi to in a while, as I recall, so we're going to go say hi to Air Force Kitty. She's currently playing some Marvel stuff, so I thought, ooh, that sounds fun. So, yeah, I hope to catch you guys later today on YouTube with some more Titan Quest, Loot Grind, tomorrow and Thursday, Monday and Thursday with some more Let's Play Titan Quest Series Season 2. I was getting my words mixed up. Of course, Saturday is going to be City Builder Saturday. So go ahead, guys. Make sure you selected the Tree Grove has arrived to bring you shade and water. That is our standard raid call. Please wait for me to post to us. I want a nice, strong raid behind me. So let's go ahead here and get this raid party started. I do appreciate everybody who has come out, and I hope to see y'all and with the next bit of content. So ta-ta for now.